everybody's not like what picture he's painting here. You know, everybody is not like that, either from the white side or black side. I understand it was both supposed to be racist to open up a conversation so they could get both point of views, but everybody doesn't think like this. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was trying to say in my video. But he's like, oh man, you going with the black person more and blah blah blah. No, it's just because some of the things the black person was saying I related to, because I actually went through those situations. But I'm not saying everybody is like that. I'm not saying every white person is racist. I'm not saying every black person is racist. You know what I'm saying? He just sparking up the conversation so we can actually get through these times. What's up, YouTube family? It's your boy who's just back out of another reaction video today. All right, so I'm looking at this, man. Like I said before, I don't like all the racial controversy type of things. You know, after I did my Joyner Lucas, I'm not racist, I got like a lot of hate and a lot of people agreeing with me, and a lot of people you know, had conversation. You know, a lot of people was bashing me, calling me N-word, all that nigger, all that stuff on there, which is crazy. You know, they call me a hypocrite, but to spark up a conversation, you know, but you being a hypocrite by calling me these terms, so I don't get it, you know. Anyway, so Joyner Lucas came out with you know, Genius, they do like their lyrical breakdowns with the artists that they bring up there for whatever song that's hot for them at the moment. They usually you know, have them break down their lyrics, which is pretty dope, and get a artist perspective. So Joyner Lucas, he just came out to Genius and did a I'm Not Racist official lyrics and meaning, and I feel like it would be a good follow-up to my video that I did you know, a few weeks ago when he put this out, just to get some clarification to see if my opinions was right, or if I could learn something from his point of view, from his perspective. So we better head to the video right now. Hit that subscribe button if you new, hit that like button, and let's keep it PG in the comments. Or if we're really trying to have a conversation, just have a conversation. Don't come in here with all this stuff and you don't even say this stuff in real life. So anyway, so let's get it cracking. I mean, I can't really have it PG, but you know what I mean. All right, let's get it.
There's no resolution. It's just fuck you, fuck me, fuck you, bye. Like, and it's like, come on, bro. That's what's wrong with the world. How do we create a resolution, you know?
Hey. I really want to see his perspective. Opens,
immediately, it's offensive. Immediately.
Right.
Offensive to everybody, because you don't know my voice, because you've never heard me before. You're gonna think that this guy, and I think that's where the shock factor comes into play. Like, who is this motherfucker sitting here saying this shit, you know? And I knew that when writing it.
Yeah.
With all due respect, I don't have pity for you black niggas. That's the way I feel. Screaming Black Lives Matter, all the black guys rather be deadbeats than pay your bills. Yelling nigga this, nigga that.
And just because I watched like a lot of his interviews. He was up there at Everyday Struggle. You know, this video might be long. I'm not too sure, because I'm gonna be talking and then we're just gonna see what he say. But he would just give it like he was saying, if he actually went into detail with every single thing from the black person point of view. Let me do that. You know, from the black point of view, even though I don't think like this, you know, from the, you know, it's just certain things I do and certain things I don't. Or from the white perspective, from the video that he did, all people are not like this. You know, he's only, it would have, like he said, it would have been like a 30-minute to an hour song if he actually went to detail to actually break everything down. And it's like, everybody's not like what picture he's painting here. You know, everybody is not like that, either from the white side or black side. I understand it was both supposed to be racist to open up a conversation so they could get both point of views, but everybody doesn't think like this. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was trying to say in my video. But he's like, oh man, you going with the black person more and blah blah blah. No, it's because some of the things the black person was saying I related to, because I actually went through those situations. But I'm not saying everybody is like that. I'm not saying every white person is racist. I'm not saying every black person is racist. You know what I'm saying? He just sparking up the conversation so we can actually get through these times. You know what I'm saying? He just sparking up the conversation. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I can't relate to some of this, even from the white perspective, because my white friends don't even let me do this, because, you know, but my white friends, they don't think like this. I have never heard them say anything like this. You know what I'm saying? Some of them do say, some of them do say the N-word, but as in a friendly term. But I'm just saying, like, nobody thinks about, you know, about the food stamp thing. I think he said, or I think Tupac is your idol, and stuff like that. Like none of the people I hang out with even think like this, or people that came across in my life. I have never heard it from this perspective. The only thing I've really heard was just on social media and online. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to real life, I have never, I experienced some slight racial things, but not to that extent. All right, let's go.
Call everybody nigga and get a nigga mad. As soon as I say nigga, then everyone react and want to swing at me and call me racist because I ain't black. For years, there's been a lot of that. That's not new, you know what I'm saying? But white people come out and just, like, why? My favorite rappers are saying it. You know what I mean? Why can't I say it? Because they're like, hey, it's acceptable now. And then when it's not, and somebody reacts, they're just like, that's not fair. You know what I mean? Well, pound that then. Talking about slavery like you was around back then. Like you was picking cotton off the fucking ground back then. Like you was on a plantation getting down back then. Nobody never ever came at me like that. That'd be the end of.
Exactly.
Like I couldn't listen to somebody say that shit to me.
Exactly.
I see a black man aiming his gun, but I'd rather see a black man claiming his son. And I don't mean just for one day and you done. I mean, you still trapped in a rut. I work my asses off and pay my taxes for what? So you can keep living on free government assistance, food stamps for your children, but you still trying to sell them for some weed and some liquor or a fucking babysitter while you party on the road because you ain't got no fucking goals.
And like I said, like my father was in my life, I just had a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like some of this stuff, yeah, and some people I do know, but it's not even like a black or... You know what I'm saying? So I never came across this type of person ever. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to make an assumption, or it kind of hard to make, because I've never really went, like he said, nobody came up to him and said anything like that. So. Yeah.
You already late. You motherfuckers need to get your damn priorities straight. Wait. It's like you proud to be fake, but you lazy as fuck. And you rather sell drugs and get a job and be straight, and then you turn around and complain about the poverty rate? Fuck out of my face. Can't escape problems. You could pray for some change, but can't break a dollar. Got nobody else to blame, so you blame Donald. Fuck the world with a Make America Great condom. My voice been back. I'm not racist. My sister's boyfriend's black. I'm not racist. My sister-in-law's baby cousin Tracy got a brother and his girlfriend's black. My head's in the clouds. Heard there's not enough jobs for all the men in your house. Maybe we should build a wall to keep the Mexicans out. Or maybe we should send them all to the ghetto for now. I'm not racist. Mexicans do all the grunt shit that nobody wants to do. So basically he was saying like, you should be doing the grunt work, but you can't. The Mexicans are doing it. So let's kick them out like Donald Trump wanted to do. Oh, matter of fact, let's send them all to the ghetto then. You know what I mean? So he was being an asshole and being, racist. And I never lied.
Yeah, that shit was extremely racist.
Like, your culture and mine. I worship the Einsteins and study the Steve Jobs, but you ride Tupac's dick like he was a fucking god. Oh my God. Pac had this side and then he had that side. You know what I'm saying? He was a gangster. He was a gentleman. He was a ladies' man. He was, a revolutionary. He was all these things in one. He acknowledged the wrong shit that he's done, and he's backtracked, and he said, yo, I said this in the interview, I take that back now because I got more experience. I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't do. He was real conscious. A lot of these niggas ain't conscious. You know what I'm saying? Pac.
Yeah, and I agree with him, but at the same time, I never really listened. I mean, I listened to Tupac, growing up, but I forgot what year he passed away. I don't know if it was 93 or 95. But, what I'm saying? I was still a little kid back then. So the people who actually grew up and seen Tupac, and I mean, you could still go back and look at his videos, listen to his music to see what type of impact he had. But actually to live in that era and to actually, grow up in that era to see him grow. Hold on, man. It's a gnat. Hold on. What? Bruh, it was a gnat, man. I freaking hate gnats. Anyway, yeah, to actually grow up in that era to see what he's done, to see him grow from, being the thug and, thug or be conscious with it at the same time. It's probably something crazy to see. It's probably something, he enlightened a lot of people at that time, you know what I'm saying? But I can't relate to that because I didn't grow up in that. But I still pay my respect. I still listen to him. He is one of the GOATs. But at the same time, it's like I didn't grow up in that, So, like I was born in '93. So all the people who seen his growth and seeing before he passed away was probably great, So But I don't praise him as a
openly
guy.
made mistakes, and I think that's a lot of the reason why we look up to him. And all you care about is rapping and stunting and being ratchet, and that's the nigga within you. Music rotting your brain and slowly start to convince you. Then you let your kids listen, and then the cycle continue. Blame it all on the menu. Blame it on those drinks. Blame it on everybody except for your own race. There's a lot of hip hop that's, you know, spreading a really whack ass message like doing drugs.
Yeah,
you know, because
it
hip
is.
hop again it's such a strong voice, and a lot of people want to be hip. You know, even with the fashion and the tattoos, and
Yeah.
you know, you see that and you're like, I want to be like him. It's a cool
Especially the
thing.
face
You're making
tats.
it cool to, you know, be a pillhead, and you're making it cool to, you know, be high all the time and drunk, and you just saying the most outlandish shit. Not
Yeah.
thinking that, you know, there's a whole generation in the cult that's following you and what you're saying.
He's speaking some real
and now what's
stuff.
happening is they're gonna grow up, and they are. And they start using those drugs, and they start dying and shit. You know what I'm saying? And they start overdosing. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's your fault, bro.
Blame it on white privileges, blame it on white kids, and just blame it on white citizens. Aim at the vice president. Bunch of class clowns. Niggas kneeling on the field, that's a flag down.
A lot of these owners of these NFL teams, they feel like that. You know, like, how dare you kneel? Donald Trump has openly said that.
I dare you try to make demands for this money. You gonna show us some respect. You gonna stand for this country, nigga.
If you really pay attention to the record, like I said, it slowly starts to get more and more and more racist. It went from nigga to nigger. You know, he hit that ER real hard. And this is what I meant by the closeted racism shit. It's like, it's cool, and then as time goes on, it's like now it's out there. Now they just being real comfortable with it.
I'm not racist. I'm just prepared for this type of.
I agree, but like I said, like my friends that happen to be white, they've lived in the hood. You know what I'm saying? So I've never heard this perspective of a white person. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never heard this perspective. You know, in real life. Yeah, of course you see it from social media news that you hear the racist stuff going on, and you know, I just never seen that or heard that in real life. So like when I compared this to like my friends back home, like we were all cool. Like they live in the hood. They have to go through things just because they're a white and a predominantly dominant black neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? One of my closest friends, one of my best friends, you know, him walking up to the store, people gonna press him just because he's white. You know, what you doing here? But you know, my boy, you know what I'm saying, he ain't had no issues, you know, because everybody respected him, you know. But you know, that's my bro. Hopefully he'll come down in California and we could do some videos. He said he gonna come down, so that'll be lit. But anyway, yeah, like he had to go through things just because he was white in a dominant black neighborhood, or just going up to the store, people oppress him and things like that. So like I said, like I never heard of this type of perspective, you know, except for like on the news or like, you know, the rallies when Donald Trump was going up and, you know, stuff like that. And just to let you know, this reaction is kind of like, not like a podcast, but it's kind of like a conversation, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be long. You know, just like how my reaction video to the other thing, you know, to his video was long, you know, so.
Award. I heard Eminem's raps at the awards. Who's he fighting for? Y'all could take that motherfucker too. He ain't white no more. It's like you want to be so famous. You do anything for attention and a little payment. I can't take you nowhere without people pointing fingers. Pants hanging off your ass. You ain't got no home training. Pull your fucking pants up, nigga. Put that suit back on. Take that do-rag off. Take that goat out your mouth. Quit the pitiful stuff. And then maybe police will stop killing you fucks. Yo, what the fuck? I'm not racist. Black culture, I guess just being black is enough to die. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he was saying. Well, maybe if you pull your pants up. Maybe if you put the grills out your mouth. Maybe if you just stop being black, pretty much. It's like we living in the same building but split into 2 floors. I'm not racist. But there's 2 sides to every story. I wish that I knew yours. He's saying all this fucked up shit, but then he goes, well, you know what? I'm open-minded enough to listen to you. I'm not gonna say all this fucked up shit and leave it at that.
Yeah.
I want to know what you think about me.
Yeah, that's
With
real.
all disrespect, I don't really like you white motherfuckers. That's just where I'm at.
Fuck you. Like, we're not gonna do that with all due respect. Claire, you don't like me, I don't like you. You just shitted on my life. So let's just get disrespectful.
Screaming all lives matter is a protest to my protest. What kind of shit is that? And that's one war you'll never win. The power in the word nigga is a different sin. We shouldn't say it, but we do, and that's just what it is. But that don't mean that you can say it just because you got nigga friends. Nigga. That word was originated for you to keep us under. So when we use it, we know that's just how we greet each other.
And also, when the black guy, when he was rapping, his part, when I was saying, like, yeah, I was listening to the bars. Like, I was listening to the bars and also from his perspective. But really, I was listening to the bars, his flow. Joyner Lucas, you know, flow and bars. And like, damn, yeah, he going in right now. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't saying, yeah, I agree with every, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was really hyped about the song. Y'all think I'm saying, yeah, you just agree with everything he say. Like, you can't even listen. I did listen. You know what I'm saying? To the other part. But like I said, like this right here, I've you know, related to some of these things. You know, of course I'm gonna go whatever to side relate, but also I'm willing to listen also. But like I said, I never experienced this with my white friends or any type of race that, you know what I'm saying, towards me in my personal life, me growing up. I've never experienced that type of racism, you know, slight things like going to the store, people watching you, things like that, or, you know, little slick stuff, you know, wording, but, you know, nothing blatant.
Each other. When you use it, we know there's a double meaning under. And even if I wasn't picking cotton physically, that don't mean I'm not affected by the history. My grandmama was a slave. That shit get to me, and you ain't got no motherfucking sympathy, pussy nigga. I'm sorry, you can never feel my life. Try to have faith, but I never feel all right. It's hard to elevate when this country's ran by whites, judging me by my skin color and my blackness. Try to find a job, but ain't nobody call me back yet. And now I gotta sell drugs to put food in my cabinets. You crackers ain't slick. This is all a part of your tactics. Don't talk about no motherfucking taxes when I ain't making no dough. You think you know everything, but you don't.
That's tight how you remember all this. I would have forgot.
Try to steal black culture and to make it your own. Well, there's a lot of culture vultures, man. There's a lot of people that just directly rip off from the black culture. A lot of black culture come up with a lot of cool shit. So it's like you shit on the black man, and you be racist as fuck, but then you take the very things that you're claiming that is what is making him ignorant, and now you want to take those things because they're cool. Fuck, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, and that's what I agree with too. That's what I agree with too. Like black culture, we just want, like, black people who make up, like when we make up things like dances or things, and then we see it somewhere, and somebody completely take it and then rename it, and then we don't get credit for it. That's one of the things that's real irritating, though. I do be seeing that. You know, I agree with him on that. Like, we just, you know, for the people, this is in general. You know what I'm saying? If you make up something and somebody steal it, rename it, and don't give you credit for it, of course you're going to be mad. You know what I'm saying? You got to give where credit is due. You know, wherever it's at, wherever it's due at, you know. But yeah, that's just how I feel. I feel like with anything, I would get mad if somebody copied the way I do things, and people just want credit, you know? That's how I feel.
Cops trying to start shit. I'm tired of the systematic racism bullshit. All you do is force shit. This is the shit that I'm forced with. You don't know shit about my people. That's what bothers you. You don't know about no fried chicken and no barbecue. You don't know about the two-step or no loose change. You don't know about no 2 Chainz or no Kool-Aid. You don't know. And even though Barack was half as black, you hated President Obama. I know that's a fact. You couldn't wait to get him out, put a cracker back, and then you gave us Donald Trump, and that was payback for that. I'm not racist. I made a whole record about it called Half Nigga a while ago. And it just breaks down everything that I've been through growing up, you know, feeling like you don't know where to fit in. And I never lied, but I know there's a disconnect between your culture and mine. Yeah, I praise Tupac like he was a fucking god. He was fighting for his life way before he fucking died, nigga. And all you care about is money and power and being ugly, and that's the cracker within you. Hatred all in your brain and slowly start to convince you. Then you teach it to your children, and then the cycle continues. Blame it on Puerto Rico. Blame it on OJ. Blame it on everybody except for your own race. Blame it on black niggas and blame it on black citizens. Aim at the black businesses. I ain't saying I'm innocent, but I might be any day now. Treating anybody how you want and any way how. I swear North Korea about to bomb us any day now. And now I'm ducking every time I hear a fucking plane now. Man, I swear every time I see an article pop up on CNN or some shit, my heart drops like, damn. North Korea fired a ballistic missile, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I feel like these niggas gonna hit us with a nuke soon, bro. Fucking around with Trump, bro. That dude is reckless. And King Jong-un, you know, the president over there, that motherfucker don't play neither. So it's like, yo, he ready to push that button, bro. You know, I make a lot of sense.
I agree. I agree on that. You be like during these times, I forgot who I was talking to, but I be talking to different people about different stuff, man. And anyway, like you just don't know, man. Like you just don't know. Nowadays, everything like back in the day, like I don't know, maybe early 2000s, like that was like the time, man. That was like a great time. Like once it hit 2000 and like the mid 2000s, probably up before I'd say 2007. Cause that's when I was in like 9th grade. Like those times were like great. Times was great. You know, people wasn't really. I don't think people was really stressing like that. I'm pretty sure it was still stressed, but it's not like how it is now. I feel like it was more fun. Like, you know, before like the social media age and the internet age. I mean, the internet was popping, you know, a little bit coming up, but you know, it wasn't all like that. People still played outside. You know, you had to hook up your Game Boy Advance or your Game Boy Color or whatever, you know, the link cable and play Pokemon with each other. You know, you actually had to link up with people and, you know, do stuff, which is, you know, it was fun. Like, the times were fun, man. The times were fun back then. I don't know. To me, it was. Now, it's just like, I don't know, man. It's just so much pressure. You know, you can't even really work. You can't, like, I think I was talking to my parents. Or my parents and other, you know, adults like grown up, you know, more, you know, older than me. And yeah, I was just talking to them like you can't even have like a single job anymore. Like there's multiple jobs that you can't even retire from, like just from working there. Like the post office, yeah, probably UPS, you know, those delivery services, you know, the government obviously, but and like state, you know, government jobs like state, county, you know, things like that. But there's a lot of jobs you can't even, you know, people lose their jobs now. You know, it's like you got to start your own business. You got to be like your own boss. And that's what I'm trying to do in 2018. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, once I hit this 10K, I've been doing like a lot of thinking, a lot of plans, you know, with my brand. And, you know, it's going to be dope. You know, everything's going to grow in 2018. I just can't wait. But, you know, it's just like, yeah, like you can't even, you gotta do multiple things now. You know, it's not that you just one thing to become successful and wealthy, like just, you know, being at one job. You know, you got to work your butt off like during these times. You know, yeah, like it's just crazy.
Can't admit it. When Eminem went against Trump, that was the illest. Because even though he's white, he let us know he's standing with us. I'm not racist, but I cry a lot. You don't know what it's like to be in a frying pot. You don't know what it's like to mind your business and get stopped by the cops and not know if you about to die or not. Again, I was speaking from the perspective of somebody who's actually really like full black, that's going through all these things, getting harassed by the police. And I would imagine it's enough to make somebody cry, you know what I mean? You worry about your life, so you take mine. I love you, but I fucking hate you at the same time. I wish we could trade shoes, then we could change lives so we can understand each other more, but that'll take time. I'm not racist. It's like we living in the same building but split into both sides. I'm not racist.
Yeah.
But there's two sides to every story, and now, you know mine.
That's
Can't erase the scars with a bandage. I'm hoping maybe we can come to an understanding. Agree to disagree, we can have an understanding. I'm not racist. Again, my intentions was to create a resolution.
Let's go,
you
man.
Know what I mean, to kind of get people.
I don't understand people who don't get this. I don't understand people who don't get this at all. Like, they don't get this. Like, this is literally talking about both sides. Like, I've said this in multiple videos now. I did say I wasn't gonna go back to this, but you know, I did. Like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's he's starting the conversation. Basically, that's all he said. He's starting the conversation. Every black person, not like how he painted the pictures, not how every black person feel. The white person he portrayed is not how every white person is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just these particular two people who happen to be this way in this world. That's when I kept saying I can't believe people think about. When I was saying, like, I can't believe people actually think this way, I'm talking about from this perspective. If people actually think like this is crazy. But everybody don't think like that. You know what I'm saying? From both sides, you know? And, like, people just really just blowing this up out of proportion. Like, it's just really annoying. But I know this is a long video, but this is like this was like a real video. You know what I'm saying? I know it's probably long. It's probably extra long. But, you know, from my day ones who actually did watch this, thank you. You know, this is just so you guys can know me more, you know. But leave in the comments below. Let's start the conversation. What you guys think, man? What you guys think of the song? It was a lot of backlash. Like I said, on my videos, like 50-50. You know, man, I appreciate the views, you know. Yeah, leave in the comments below what you guys think of the video, what you guys think of the song. Also, hit that subscribe button if you new. Hit that like button for your boy. It's your boy who's just out of here, man. We out of here, man. I'm stuttering, man. We out of here, man. Deuces. You did.